Nearly a quarter of a century since we first saw the Tata Sierra. The reborn new Sierra that you can buy is finally here. We saw this at the Auto Expo 2020 as an early concept. Then we saw it once again in 2023 as a closer to production concept. And at the start of this year, we saw the combustion engine close to production concept. But this finally is the SUV that you will be able to buy. The Sierra is an icon for Tata, and that's because that was the very first real sport utility vehicle that Tata Motors ever built. And this one is key because it's going to take the fight to the Hyundai Creta. And I'm going to show you around this SUV, take you inside, show you what the interior is like. But before we get started, make sure you subscribe to Car and Bike and hit the bell icon so you're notified every time we come out with a new video. Now, let's start with the face of the production spec Sierra. As you can tell, it looks almost identical to the SUV that we saw at the Auto Expo at the start of this year. The face retains almost all of those elements. There's a gloss black applique that runs the width of the face, and there is this 3D Sierra word mark. The Sierra name is spelled out. Looks quite nice. If you look at the front bumper, it has this large air intake down low and it has this silver lip. And the grille has an interesting contrast because the top section is sealed off but the lower half is open. This of course will help Tata maintain uniformity in appearance when it comes to the Sierra combustion engine and the Sierra EV, which will also follow in due course. Now when you come with me to this side, you will be able to see that because this is finished in white, it really looks a lot like the regular original Sierra because that was iconic in white, and Tata has tried its best to conceal the fact that this is a 5-door SUV. The original Sierra, as you remember, was a 3-door SUV, and to create a sense of illusion, Tata has employed a few clever styling touches. The door handles are flush, both front and at the back. And here you will see is where the magic is happening, because while this is like a 5-door SUV, Tata has thickened the B-pillar. So the B-pillar is wider than you will find on most SUVs. This mimics the B-pillar design of the original Sierra. And what has also been replicated here is the effect of the massive side windows that you saw on the original Sierra. Here, Tata has used a gloss black applique that runs from the B-pillar all the way back. And the C-pillar too looks a little bit thicker on the outside. And here you can see Tata has sort of tried to break up the monotony by adding a body color to the rear section of the roof and the roof spoiler as well. This particular model, as you can see, is wearing MRF tires, and these wheels look large. They are 19-inch wheels. We're not quite sure if this is the biggest wheel size that you will get on the Sierra as yet, because today Tata has not revealed any technical specifications. And at the back, once again, the butch look has been carried over. You have a full width LED tail light and you have a gloss black applique on the rear bumper. The Sierra name is once again spelled out across the tailgate. And even at the back, it looks confident, squared off. I quite like how this looks, even though I believe this is really a Sierra in name, because ultimately it is a 5-door compact SUV just like many other 5-door compact SUVs. But what do you think of the exterior appearance of the new Sierra? Let me know in the comments. Now let's quickly jump inside and see what it's like over there. Now I'm inside the new Tata Sierra, and this is the first time we're really having a good look at the interior of this car. As you can see, the big showpiece in here is this panorama display, as Tata calls it. It's basically 3 displays. So you have the center touchscreen infotainment system, you have the digital driver's display, and you have a screen for the passenger as well. Unfortunately, Tata has not given us the keys to the car today, so we cannot start it up and show you what the screens are like. But what I can tell you is this interior feels a lot more premium than something like the Tata Curve, because even the Curve felt a little bit like a continuation of what Tata has been doing for the last few years. The dashboard looks quite neat and very well put together. There's a lot of soft touch material over here. You can see it has this sort of platform like angle. It extends outwards, and the air vents are split, so you have an air vent at either end of the dashboard, and you have these central air vents. Even though these don't feel the most high quality, they don't feel the best to use. Down here you will see you have the same touch based climate control, switches and controls that are present on some other Tata SUVs as well. I'm not a big fan of the touch sensitive controls, but Tata has chosen to go ahead with those here as well. This gear shift knob, you will realize, is from some other Tata SUVs. We've seen the likes of the Harrier and the Safari have this same shifter, and now it's made its way to the Sierra as well. The seats that I'm sat in, these you can tell are finished in this ivory white shade, and the driver's seat on this particular car is powered, and it also features ventilation. The front passenger seat also features ventilation, but this particular model, it does not have a powered front passenger seat. And what I must also mention is this fabric that has been added to the dashboard in the center with this silver insert. Looks nice, feels nice to the touch. There are a few hard plastics in the cabin as well, right over here, slightly scratchy. Same with the door panels down low. They do feel a little cheap, but the armrest, the driver's armrest, has this nice soft touch finish, and it feels nice to the touch. And the switches for the power windows also feel very well put together. To my right, I can see the start-stop button, which has been placed on the dashboard, and there is also a terrain select mode, so you will be able to choose between different terrain modes using this knob, and there is an auto hold switch present here as well. This particular car also has paddle shifters, as you can probably see from there. Even though I must say that I did expect Tata to go with maybe a different steering wheel for this, because we've seen this on a number of other Tata vehicles already, and I feel like the Sierra could maybe have had a different steering wheel. Down here you will see two USB-C charging ports, and there is a little Easter egg in here with GPS coordinates. I'm not quite sure where that leads to, but that's present over here. And you can see the armrest. There's a little bit of storage space in here as well, and it extends, so you will be able to adjust it as you want it. Now let's see what the rear seat is like. So now I'm in the back of the new Sierra, and I have to say that the thicker B pillar on the outside means that you actually have a smaller window at the rear. It doesn't affect me, but I'm sure there may be some people who may say that it feels a little more claustrophobic, perhaps because of this section over here that eats into the glass area. And the same treatment continues back here. You have a soft finish on the armrest on the door. There's a gloss black panel over here with the power window switch, and there seems to be a decent amount of storage space for a water bottle down here. What will add to the feeling of airiness, Tata says, while they could not have had the massive side glass windows on this particular car, they did go with a huge panoramic roof, and this will let in a lot of light, though it will also let in a lot of heat in summers, and I'm sure a lot of people will not be huge fans of that. There's a center armrest here with built-in cup holders. Down here there is a little bit of space for you to keep your phone, and there are USB Type-C ports as well, and there are rear AC vents right above this. You do have rear sunshades, which is a nice touch, and otherwise space-wise it seems accommodating. I am 5'6", and as you can see, I am perfectly comfortable in here. Taller passengers at the rear may say that they could have wanted a little more legroom, but remember that this is smaller than the Harrier, so you won't really have acres of space in here, but still this rear seat seems fairly accommodating. And what's good is that there is no center transmission tunnel over here. The floor is almost perfectly flat, so if I shift to the center, I do have a good amount of foot space, and I am reasonably comfortable here, even though we will need to put 3 at the back and see what that's like. We'll try and do a short video on that, so make sure you check out our channel for that. As you can see, there is a lot of room in the boot of the new Tata Sierra. Tata has not told us what the exact capacity of this boot is, but you can see there are bag hooks that are present here. And what's also present is a 12-volt socket on the right side. And there's no spare wheel under here because the spare wheel is mounted beneath the vehicle. So you won't find it here, and there is a decent amount of space. And there's of course a 60-40 split for the rear seat for when you want to carry longer items. And you have a powered tailgate. Now let's quickly talk about what will power the new Sierra. We expect to see Tata bring its new Hyperion TGDI engine with the new Sierra 1.5 liters. It will be available in a different state of tune because we expect Tata to also offer this with a naturally aspirated petrol engine. But the turbocharged version is expected to offer close to 170 bhp and well over 250 Newton meters of torque. What we also expect to see is a diesel engine and manual and automatic transmissions. We won't have to wait too long to know the final specifications because the launch, the price announcement of the new Sierra will take place on November 25 and we will be driving it very shortly right after that. For now, tell me, what do you think of the new Tata Sierra? Does it look impressive to you? Are you blown away by the exterior styling? What do you make of the interior? Do you think there could have been a few more features added in there? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section. If you enjoyed watching this video and found it informative, then remember to give us the thumbs up. And if you know somebody who may be interested in seeing the new Tata Sierra, then remember to share this video with them.